Hello, everyone. We are to week 4 of our Mobile Tech in Education class, and you've all been doing some excellent work with the iPads. So keep that up and check back on the Moodle site for some grades. I'm trying to figure out how Moodle works with the grading, but everybody's doing a wonderful job so far, so nothing to worry about there. So what I'd like to do this week is kind of continue our theme of creating content with the iPads. Um, I encourage you to spend some time in the App Store and with the podcasts and things like that to locate pre-made content all the time. There's new stuff added every day, and I'm sure you're finding quite a few useful applications and informative podcasts and other content. But we're going to continue with our creating content theme. So what we're going to do this week is create a movie using nothing but the iPad. Many of you have probably created movies with digital camcorders and editing software. If you were on the Mac, perhaps you used iMovie. On PCs, maybe Movie Maker, things like that. What we're going to do today is take some video with the iPad and use iMovie to edit that footage. So really an all-in-one experience. So what I would recommend first is decide what you want your movie to be about. I'm going to allow really anything. So you could make a movie about your dogs or your cats or your kids. Or you could make a movie that's educational in nature, that teaches something. So it's wide open for your creative thoughts on that. So what I would recommend doing after you have an idea for your movie is taking the video footage first. So on the iPad, we're going to open the camera application. And my camera, you can see, is really just my desk, and that's kind of strange. But what I can do is I can hit record on my, or actually first I'm going to need to slide the bottom right hand corner. There's a slider, and you'll want to slide that to the video camera. And then we have a record option right here in the middle of our screen. So I'll tap the record button, and really I'm just going to get a couple clips just real quick. Maybe a view of my office here. So there's one clip. Maybe I'll get another clip of my owl over here. Okay, so there's another one. Now I'm going to turn around and come over here and look at these other owls I have on the wall, record another clip. Okay, that should be sufficient for what we're going to do today. For you, I would aim for a movie that's, anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes. You don't need to do anything more than that, but we do want at least something that's a little substantial. So, once you have all your video recorded, and remember it's always better to have more video than less. So, what we're going to do is go into iMovie. And you may have a project already in your iMovie, or yours might be just a blank brick wall here, so depending on if someone has used your iPad before. But what we're going to do is hit the plus button, and feel free to play around with these two options. Ultimately, I think we're going to be going into the project mode, so I'll tap New Project. And here we can see at the top left my various clips that I shot. This window right here is going to be where our, I believe where we preview our video, and then down here is our project where we compose our final product. So if I want to select a clip, I tap on it, and you'll see that it puts a yellow frame around that clip with 2 yellow dots on each side, and then a blue arrow. If I wanted to use that entire clip, I can tap that blue arrow and it will bring it down into my project window. If I only want to use part of that clip, let's say the last couple seconds were just extra, I can drag this right hand yellow dot over to the left, and it will, you'll see that it highlights just what I want it to. So if I only want to use the first 8 seconds of this clip, I can do that. You'll notice it has a little time indicator here. And then when I have exactly what I want selected, I tap that blue arrow and it puts it down in my project window. And I can move back and forth throughout my project and kind of preview what it looks like as I go. So to my next clip, I tap on it. If I want the entire thing, again I hit the blue arrow, but if I only want part of it, I select the section I want, and then I hit the blue arrow, and it puts it down. What you'll notice is that it inserted a transition for me. This little triangle sideways hourglass looking thing is a transition, and so if I slide across that, I see that it's a nice little blurring transition. So that's great. There might be other options. If we tap on it, double tap it, we can adjust the time of the transition and things like that. So let's get my last clip here, bring it into the window. There we go. If I decide that I don't like a clip, I can double tap on it and I can delete the clip. Just tap this delete clip button, or I can adjust the volume. Let's say I don't want any of the audio in that clip. I can either slide the slider all the way to the left or just switch the slider to the off position. I can add a title to this clip by tapping the title style, and then it will show where that title will be placed on top of the clip. So I can have my text here kind of off to the side, I can have it down at the bottom, or I can have it as kind of an ending credits type of thing. Let's go back to my very first clip here, and the other thing you can do in iMovie is up here at the top right we have a gearbox, and we can choose a setting, or a theme rather. So we can have the modern, the bright, neon. We can turn the theme music on or off right here, and it will automatically add the background music corresponding with that theme. I can have the movie fade in and out from black just to kind of give it a more polished feel. So if I go back into my project then and preview it, have on the wall, record another clip. And really I'm just going to... And so you could hear that background music going. If you don't like the theme's background music, you can always turn that off. But let's see a couple other things related to this theme. If we tap on the clip, double tap on it, and we want to add a title, we can see what that looks like with this particular theme. So here, the opening title kind of covers the whole window with colored graphics, or we could have something at the bottom or something at the bottom right. Let's say I want something just over the first couple seconds of my clip, and if I just set it for the standard setting, it will go for the duration of this entire first clip. But if I want it just for the first few seconds, what I can do is put my little red line where I want the title to end, and then simply drag my finger down. There we go. I swiped my finger in a downward motion, kind of slicing the clip in half. I believe you need to tap on the clip and then swipe. Yeah. And you'll see that it turns that one clip into, whoops. Now it's not letting me. Let's try this clip over here. There we go. So you tap on the clip and you swipe your finger down the red line, and it turns it into multiple clips. And you'll notice you can't tell that there are multiple clips here, but they are individual things to work with. So if we go all the way back to the beginning and double tap the very first clip and add that opening title, I can then tap in the main preview window up here and I can enter my text. Click on done, and there we go. If you don't want the location information, we can double tap on the clip and turn the location. Let's see if it lets us. It's not really letting me turn that off, so you might play around with that a little more. So that's how you add the text. If you would like to change the music, you don't like the themes music, tap on the gearbox at the top right, and you can turn the theme music off, but keep that, the title styles and things like that. To get different music into your project, we can tap on this music icon, and we can go through some different things here in the iMovie files. So we can get some different sound effects if we would like. We can go into these different folders. You probably won't have much of anything in here because unless you've put your own personal music on there. I thought there was some more audio, some more music, but I'm not seeing it right off the bat. We have the different theme music, so you can mix and match with those. Whoops, I tapped the wrong button. I'm sorry about that. Let me go back into my project here. Well, it looks like we're kind of limited to our music unless your iPads are giving you more options than mine is. So we can mix and match the theme music, find the one you like there, unless you're finding some more options. The other thing you can add to your video are still images. So in this center icon here, we can go into the photo library and bring in some photos. I don't have any taken on this particular iPad, I just have the videos. But if you have some still images you'd like to use as well, you can do that. When you're all done with your video, and it's the way you like it, go ahead and tap on this button right here, and that'll take you back to our home screen. And from here, you can either play your movie in full screen, or you can share it. And to share it, we're going to go ahead and have you do it to YouTube again, and then post the link to YouTube in our Moodle page. So let me know if you have any questions about creating your video. Again, this is kind of open-ended and totally creative on your part, but I'm always here if you have any technical issues or questions. So good luck, and I look forward to watching all your movies.